This needs to be something that you are super excited about to reach for every single day, not just for the crochet along to pick this up and be like, okay, what are we doing? Even though that is exciting, I want it to be Halloween in general, like from now until Halloween. So for our 100 nights, what makes you excited? Like, what do you get super energized about? What are some things that you want to look forward to for Halloween? Because again, it's one of those things, once we start going, it's hard to see things outside of it once we're in it. For me, what I get very excited about on Halloween is having a theme. Theme for my decor, theme for my crochet, theme for my running, my fitness, like everything in general. Our theme for the crochet along is haunted video store. Have the blanket chilling back there again. I chose my colors black and red. So everything that I got today to decorate my binder is going to reflect that. And there are some parts that didn't arrive in time, but that's totally fine. So if you're also in that same boat, you're like, okay, I do want to change my mind. I don't just want to have a plain binder. I want to add some stuff onto it. That's totally fine, because this is something that I'm going to keep working on for the entire 100 nights. Today is just the day that I'm putting everything together. So the important parts, like the 32 pages of my zine, are all in one place. The binder that I chose is this one right here. It has something to hold it. I knew, especially since there's 32 pages, there's just a lot of other templates in here that I'm going to be printing more of. So I wanted to make sure that, since there's probably going to be some times that I travel with it, I want to make sure that is nice and secure. And it does have a little clipboard. That will be for my weekly planner. So for that page, when I print it out, like, we're just getting into it right now. These next couple of days, we're just setting everything up. We're easing into the crochet. But come Monday, July 28th, the planner is going to go right here. We're going to see it Monday through Sunday, and then I'm going to check things off as we go. It's also going to be nice because, oh, what was that? A little pouch thing too. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here as well. We're gonna have the part for the crochet along that I need to work on, and there is a section for notes on that weekly planner too, in case there are new movies, which there is already one that came out, or not came out, but it was streaming on demand that I was going through last night. Okay, it's gonna bother me. I need to pull it up right now. Dangerous Animals. This was on my list, especially for Summerween. I really want to watch that one. So that's gonna be next week. I don't have any time this weekend. I already have full schedule of everything, crocheting and movie wise, but Dangerous Animals. Okay. And also, if you've seen it already, keep in mind, I love campy horror movies, and water horror is just like absolutely terrifying to me. I love it. I love a good scare. And there's just something about the ocean, or just like open body of water in general, that I'm like immediately scared. Doesn't matter what comes after. This is terrifying. I'm here for it. So if you've seen it, without doing spoilers, scale of 1 to 5 bats, how did you feel about this movie? Back to the binder. I have this tiny little page. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put in there. Actually, maybe my stamps, because that was the one thing I was like, okay, once I use these, they're just going to be a total mess. These are ones that I've had for a little while, and I love using them for my planner. Does that work? I could maybe put a couple in. Probably stickers though. Something else that is arriving that will be here in the next couple of days. This is the last little bit of my slasher washi tape that I have. I might not be using that today. I gotta figure out what I actually want to use this for. But yeah, I like that better. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just a tiny little thing to hold the bits and pieces as I'm going along. There is a bigger envelope that I'm gonna have. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna use it for. Chances are there is gonna be something that comes up that I'll find this useful for. And then there is a little tablet for paper, which I know that I will use this. I have tons of little packets of paper everywhere. Just in my yarn dungeon alone, like this one was right here. I have 2 more pads over by my sewing section. Like they're everywhere. I'm constantly writing things down, and especially as I'm working this crochet along up, things are gonna come to me. We're gonna have some inspiration. I'm sure that happens with you as well, and I like having this immediately. Oh, actually, let's see if I can't put my pen. I have so many pens. It's just like a fun thing that I love to collect, but I think we're gonna start with this one. Oh, there we go. It would fit in here. I could either do the little one or the big one. even with the washi tape. Okay, awesome. Things like that. I will be changing out my pen basically every single week because as I show you my spread here, you're going to see all my pens that I have. So don't judge. I just really love pens, especially spooky pens. They are my favorite, and like these big giant beads on them. Really got into it last season and it's just kind of built upon. I don't have any new ones for this year, but I think I'm good, honestly. Okay, so that's the base of my binder. Then I did go ahead and find one of these 3-ring punches. Found it out thrifting for 50 cents. That was amazing. It was a great freaking day. I don't know if there's any. Okay, good. There's no paper. Just thought of that right now. Since it was thrifted, there might have been paper in there, but no, we are all good. Like, open it up and it goes everywhere and just chaos. That you definitely will want if you're gonna put it into a 3-ring binder like me. Again, we're gonna be printing out more things. So today alone, I'm gonna have these ready to go. There's just extra things in here. With a weekly planner, if you want to keep them, they're going to be on here first, but then I will add the hole punch and put it in here. Essentially, this is going to turn into a scrapbook of just amazing memories of the 2025 season. So if there are bits and parts that you want to add as tabs in here, feel free to. Like, make this your own, customize it however you want. But right now, you and I are going to set mine up together. That way, everything is going to be ready for Monday when we get into our crochet along and start actually crocheting this blanket up together. First up, let's punch all of the holes in here. I'm not sure how many, what do we think, 3 pages at a time? Also, I forgot to say this yesterday. Look at my fun spooky nails. They also glow in the dark. Probably one of my favorite designs that I have ever had on. It's also that type of gel nail that I can do at home. So it's just an easy manicure. I actually had it on when I went on a little vacation with my family to a cabin in the woods. How perfect is that? So yeah, I was in the lake all week and they didn't come off. Like, they still look really, really good. They don't glow as much as they first did, but that's honestly asking a lot of them. How even are we getting? Hey, look at that. I was going to leave this out and just put it on the top, but eventually I am going to want it in there. So we're just going to punch them all together right now. I could probably do more than 3, but it's working well. On to the movie section, which thank you so much for all of the suggestions. If you follow me on Instagram too, so many movie suggestions that I've already added onto my list. Yeah, we have the 100, and I think I have another 15, which is kind of crazy because this is just the first day that it has been out for a full 24 hours, and we've all been chit-chatting about it. 15 more. So the note section, that's going to be super important for me. Okay, here we go. This part right here. Okay, so yeah, for July on the movie, which we're like right here, Saturday is all full. Sunday, I might be able to add more. I'm really hoping that I'm going to. Because if I have 15 extra movies that I already want to watch, I feel like I should just get into it, you know? Because if I wait until a later day, I mean, even if I wait until next week, I'm sure that list is going to continue to grow. It's not going to stop. You can also decide if you want the cookbook to be just by itself. I am personally going to have it all together, but if you don't like that there's going to be hole punches in the side of it, you can keep this on its own and then maybe get one of these like this thing. You could always just put them in here, but I want to be able to flip through them. Little spooky treats. Very excited to get going on that on Tuesday. I went and picked some basil leaves yesterday just to try it again to see if it was really as delicious as I remembered it was. Spoiler alert, yes, I loved it. Honestly, I just had a bunch of basil in my garden and I was like, okay, it is time. We need to go ahead and pick some of these. Otherwise, the bugs are going to get to them and I would rather have it in tea. There we go. All done. Awesome. And not too bad. They're lined up pretty nicely. The ribbon that I got is from Michaels, and there was an entire collection. So they have their spooky sweet, I think that's what they're calling it. So if you are about Pinkoween, honestly, this is your year. There was only one of these, but for the Pinkoween lineup, I think there was like 3 different options. And then we had a purple and green one. There was a classic trick or treat black and orange combination. And there's a lot of different variety in here because I do have some ribbon, but none of it was this thin. And also the variety. So where's that haunted house? There we go. That is my favorite one. That'll probably be for my crochet along. Adding all of the papers now. That is beautiful. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so learn from me. This one, I'm going to have to look back and see what size it was because you can see I don't have a ton of room here to build on pages. So if you have the opportunity to get a bigger ring, you might want to go for that. It's here. I'm going to continue with this, but if you haven't gotten yours yet, yeah, definitely not this size. It basically just fits right now. I don't think I'm going to attach this onto it then. So I have this entire wheel for all of my pens and scissors and things that I use for scrapbooking and junk journal. I think I'm actually just going to leave it in there and we will save this for another day. But this is definitely my pen that I'm going to use. I have this little keychain. This was actually 2 parts. So this one I had to attach on to the keychain ring. I'm just going to attach it onto the top here, and that's where all of my ribbons are going to go, which is what I'm going to use as little bookmarks for each section. Just the variety and going through all this stuff. I mean, scrapbooking in general, I feel like I could spend hours going through all that stuff without even scrapbooking. So this is a pretty fast pace for me. Okay, let's start with this one first because I know I want this one to be a part of it. And I'm just going to tie it onto this part. There, what do we want for movies? Should do this one. Yeah, I like that one. Eats, let's add, so we have red, black. Let's do another red lace. What do we think of that? I think that's a little bit too sheer. Right, save you for another day. Okay, now I have the ones that I want. Place those all in the back there. And I can set everything up. Maybe I do want to add another one for the index. Should we do a white one? I'm just trying to find excuses to add more of these on, but really attack it however you want. Like, this is the fun part. Decorating? I love to decorate. Okay, so we have index. Then we have crochet along. There's a lot of pages for the crochet along. Weekly planner. Okay, just kidding. I do need another one. I might end up using all of them. Let's do another red textured one. Movie marathon. Chunking it up in just the 4 is not going to be enough for me. I want to go specifically to these pages. So we have movie marathon. There we go. We have the beginning of it. What else do we have left? The calendar, which I also do want. There we go. I feel like I'm going to need another one. Yes, for the eats. Let's do another. How about some more white? I really like these, the little baubles and stuff. We have the cookbook, the recipe card all in one, and our haunted book club. Okay, very last one. Let's choose, what do we have down here? Okay, that's what it looks like all together so far. I think we need one more black. I like this one. Perfect. I don't know. I want it to be fairly long down here. Right now, we have a lot of it going on down there. So I think maybe like right here. Because I do have some charms that I want to add onto it. Those ones have also not arrived yet. For today, let's cut it off a lot longer than I think I'm going to need. And just keep it safe that way. Perfect. Definitely can use that for my junk journals. Okay. So that part is all finished and I love it. Look at that. That's amazing. Technically, I could be done today, but I do want to add some stamps on to my weekly planner. So here are some of the ones that I have. Love a good spooky Halloween cat, classic spider webs, and tombstone. I really should just save this for Sunday, but I'm just excited to get going on it. Just a couple. I'm going to leave some room to do the rest of it later. Love it. Let's do some spider webs up here. Yeah, Perfect. Maybe one more. There we go. Let that dry for a second. And then, yeah, I think I am done. Oh, this does actually have a holder for my pen. So for this week's pen, let's put that in there. Extra spooky. Heck yeah. The very last thing that I'm gonna add today are some of these loose black feathers. I have my glue gun going and I am gonna attach them onto the bottom. Obviously the ones with lace are gonna be a little bit easier. Just kind of, I don't know, we're gonna figure out some way. I think that looks so freaking awesome. But these ones, I don't know, they might just get stuck on the back like that because I don't really want to, or maybe like that. Or I'm just going to put them on the lace ones and then I will wait and put my charms on these. Okay, actually, let's do that. So I have a variety of things. I'm going to try it this way first. Put a little glue on, then feed it through. See if that makes a difference. A little bit easier. It does the job. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I like that. Can I get it in these? Oh yeah, it'll definitely go through. Just needs a little more effort. How many other ones do we have? Okay, these two, and then these three I'm going to save for charms. Happiness, pure Halloween happiness. Now that we have the binder all created, let's see what movie we have to watch tonight. Even though I created this list, I made it a little while ago, and I honestly don't remember what we have coming up. So it's basically like a brand new list to me. So night number 2, we have Piranha. Oh, and I do have that one on DVD. So I tried my hardest to thrift as many of these movies as possible. If they make it onto my 100 night countdown to Halloween list, it means that either they're brand new and I haven't seen them and I really, really want to get to them before Halloween, or they are like a classic go-to for me, and Piranha is one of those. The latter. It's a classic. I watch it all the time, especially during Summerween. From the cover alone, it just oozes Summerween horror. If you have never watched this, which this is actually a remake, so extra points if you end up watching both of them tonight, but I was able to thrift this one, so I'm gonna watch this version of it. But I've seen both, and they are both a fun time. For me, it goes ocean horror and then space horror. Those two things are super spooky to me. There's so many things that can go wrong without adding an extra element of horror to it, or in this case, sci-fi horror. Definitely comedy horror first. There are some sci-fi elements added onto it as well, which I think is just a perfect marriage for a horror movie. After a sudden underwater tremor sets free scores of the prehistoric man-eating fish, an unlikely group of strangers must band together to stop themselves from becoming fish food for the area's new razor-tooth residents. It is wild from start to finish. Like, there is no pauses, no breaks, no downtime in this movie. If you like comedy horror, you want an extra dose of water element added onto it, Piranha, that's your movie tonight. I would love to know what you're watching. If this isn't your pick, let me know in the comments below. And if it's something that I don't have on my list, it's going in the binder. This is exactly what I wanted. Something practical that I can, get to my list and my crochet along very easily, but it's super fun and it just has so much character oozing from it. And like I said, I'm not even done yet. This is like more is going to be added onto it. But if I were to stop today, this is perfect. I love this. If you end up making your own binder and decorating it, don't forget to tag me on Instagram. It is hashtag 100 Nights of Fiber Frights. It's a very, very long tag, but we're there and we're posting not only the stuff that we're going to be doing together, like the crochet along and fun little crafts like this, but also our 100 night movie list. There are a lot of different options over there, even just from night 1. Make sure you get onto that tag if you're on Instagram to see everything that's going on on with the rest of the Ghoul Squad. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and creating a little bit of Halloween spookiness here in July in the Yarn Dungeon. Have a fantastically spooky rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video.